guys, welcome to another week of What's for Dinner. This week is only me and my husband at the house, so you're gonna see me cooking very easy yet very delicious meals. In here, I am chopping off some leftover steak from the weekend, and we always have leftover steak. And one of the things that we like to do, oh, there's Sasha begging for steak always. Anyway, one of the things that we like to do with leftover steak is just put it over pizza. So what we do is that we go to Sam's and buy one of the pre-made pizzas that you bake at home. We buy the pepperoni one, and I don't like pepperoni pizza. I like pepperoni, but not cooked in the pizza, if that makes sense. So what I do is that I put all the pepperoni on Luke's side, and then I top the pizza with whatever other toppings we are enjoying. So in this day, of course, we have the steak and we also have the onions. And then you're going to see me adding some olives, black olives. Those are my absolute favorites. I could literally open a can of black olives and sit down in front of the TV, watch TV while I eat that. That's how much I love them. And while that goes into the oven according to package directions, I'm going to go ahead and start in my salad. I have some romaine, cucumbers that I'm slicing, some tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, some more black olives because I can never have enough, and some Olive Garden Italian dressing. I'm going to mix it up all well. And then this is my plate. It was very easy. It took me like 10 minutes to do all of this, yet very delicious. The next day, I decided to try a Pinterest recipe for Hawaiian chicken. And in here, I have chicken, pineapple juice, coconut aminos, ketchup, brown sugar. I'm going to add some salt because I substituted the soy sauce from the recipe for coconut aminos. And then I added some pepper flakes because everything that's spicy we like. I skipped the honey in this recipe because I thought it was a lot of sugar. And then I also added a couple of garlic cloves. The recipe calls for like 5 or 6, which is a lot even for myself. But I think it was very delicious. I let that in the refrigerator to sit for a while I fix the rest of the ingredients. I'm slicing some pineapple that's going to go grill with the chicken. And then I'm also slicing or chopping some parsley to top the final dish with. Once that's done, I started on my coconut rice, which is basically rice, coconut milk from the can, and some water. The recipe does not say you have to add any salt to it, but I can't conceive the idea of rice without salt. So I went ahead and added a healthy pinch of garlic salt, like you're going to see me do it in here. I let that come to a boil, and once that happened, I turned the heat down and put a lid on and just let it cook. Here is Luke grilling the chicken cutlets that have been marinated for not long, and then I added the pineapple. He added the pineapple into the grill, and this was the final result. And let me tell you, I was very impressed. This recipe was really good. Usually I don't love Pinterest recipes, but this one was one that we're definitely making again. It was, to me, a 10 out of 10. Every bite I took, I felt like I was in the beach. It was amazing, for real. The next day, I was not in the mood to cook much, and we have some kielbasas that needed to get cooked, so I went ahead and fixed a sheet pan meal. I am slicing some carrots and quartering some little potatoes, and then I'm peeling some garlic cloves to season the potatoes with. And then I also sliced the kielbasas. I like them sliced. I like them to cook that way. And these ones we get from Sam's. They are smaller, but they are very, very good. And then Luke originally wanted the kielbasas with french fries, but then he decided he wanted roasted potatoes. So at the end, I ended up cutting more and seasoning more potatoes into the pan. And this is how the final result looked like. It was really good. I mean, we enjoy it. And then the next day, we wanted to do something different, so we decided to try Gordon Ramsay's 10-minute fish and chips. Of course, it took me more than 10 minutes to do that, but I'm starting by preheating my pan with some sunflower oil because that's what he says is best for frying your fish. I am cutting some fresh cod into pieces and seasoning it with salt. In my bowl, I have some baking soda, self-rising flour, and curry powder that I'm going to mix with some beer. We bought Shiner Block beer, and I think you need to use more like a lighter beer because I could definitely taste the flavor of the beer into the batter once it was cooked. So please use a light beer as he recommends. And I was also struggling a little bit with this mix. I don't know why it was so thick. I ended up adding more beer than what I needed. And then in here, I am mixing or beating up an egg white. I brought it into soft peaks before mixing it into the rest of the batter. And then I'm going to dip the fish into some more flour and then into the batter. And then I'll pan fry it, not deep fry it, into my already preheated sunflower oil. Now in here, I ran out of memory and I am so upset because I didn't manage to film the rest of the dinner, but it came out really good. I'm gonna link, of course, the video down below so that you can see it and try it if you're interested. The next day, we were super hungry for lunch, so Luke decided to cook some of the salmon that we had in the fridge. Fresh salmon, and I'm always up for that. And the way he does it is by searing it in the pan with salt and pepper, and then he adds some citrus juices. In here, he has some small oranges, limes, and lemons. He uses the juice, and then he tosses the entire thing in there because why not? And then on the side, I decided to make the same coconut rice I did at the beginning of this video because we loved it so much. And not surprisingly, it paired really well with the salmon. Here's my plate. I served it with some avocado and it was really delicious. That is everything for today. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I really love having you here and I hope that I can see you again in my next What's for Dinner video. Thank you so much and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
No one can do it like you.